Your mug is still by the window, ringed with a faded brown stain. I keep it there like a question I'm too afraid to explain. The room learned how to echo since you took your laugh away. Even the light feels careful now, like it might say your name. I walk the halls like a stranger, learning how not to speak. Every step is a reminder of the space where you used to be. I'm trying to breathe in silence, but silence won't let me sleep. There's a hole in every moment, the shape of you and me. I can move all the furniture, I can swear I'm finally free, but nothing fills the emptiness of the space where you used to be. Your side of the bed stays colder, no matter how tight I lie. I reach for you without thinking, then remember why I cry. Friends say time's a gentle healer, but time just teaches me how to live with all this missing you, like it's part of me. I laugh at jokes I don't feel, I say I'm doing okay, but my heart still pauses every time I pass the space where you used to stay. I'm trying to breathe in silence, but silence won't let me sleep. There's a hole in every moment, the shape of you and me. I packed up all your letters, still couldn't set me free, 'cause love doesn't leave, it lingers in the space where you used to be. If absence had a heartbeat, it would sound just like my chest, still calling out your name when I'm trying my best. I don't miss the way you hurt me, I miss who I was with you. I miss believing forever was something we could do. I'm learning how to let go, but letting go feels weak when everything I am still leans toward the space where you used to be. I'll build life around the ache, learn to live with memory, but part of me will always love the space where you used to be. One day this room will feel like home and not like a memory, but tonight I'm still standing in the space where you used to be. We love like we were learning, no map, no solid ground. Built our house out of intentions, watched the cracks come down. You held my hand through half the truth, I held yours through the pain. kept calling it forever when it never learned our names. We did our best with what we knew, but knowing isn't staying. Love can be honest and still lose without either one betraying. This was the version of love that failed, not the hearts, just the way. We tried to grow in different storms under different skies. No villains here, no one to blame, just time and breaking shame. It wasn't love that couldn't last, it was the version that we made. We spoke in almost promises and learned to live between. Your dreams needed wider roads, mine wanted evergreen. I waited where the roots ran deep, you chased the open view. Neither one of us was wrong, just wanting different truths. We kept adjusting who we were to meet in the middle somehow. But love can bend 1,000 times before it finally bows. This was the version of love that fell, not the fire, just the flame. We burned bright but burned uneven, never quite the same. No slam doors, no shattered ground, just two souls rearranged. It wasn't love that couldn't stay, it was the version that we made. If love's a river, ours split wide into two familiar streams, still fed by the same mountain rain, but chasing different seas. I watched you drift toward open light, I stayed where shadows fell. Two endings born from one beginning, two good hearts that couldn't dwell. Soft breakdown, maybe some loves come to teach us not to last but to begin, to show us how to hold someone before learning how to let them in. This was the version of love that failed, but the feeling was still true. I don't regret the nights we shared or the shape of me with you. I'll carry what was real and warm and let the rest release. It wasn't love that couldn't survive, just the version we believe. Now I leave the door unlocked for something truer still, a love that fits the life I live, not just the one we will. I still see your shadow in the doorway light, hear your name in songs I try to skip. I learned how to breathe through the quiet nights with a heart that forgot how to rest. I bend myself to fit your changing shape, smile through every goodbye you rehearsed. You took what you needed and walked away, left me worse than I was at first. I gave you my faith, my fire, my truth, every piece I could give. You didn't just leave the room that day, you left a version of me I can't forgive. You left the version of me that believed love stays, that thought forever was more than words people say. You left me softer, breaking alone, with scars I don't know how to hide. I survived you leaving, but you left the version of me that tried. I talk to your memory like it can hear, apologize for things I didn't do. I replay the nights I ignored my fear just to feel closer to you. I learned the weight of unanswered calls, the sound of hope turning cold. You promised me everything, then took the part I couldn't regrow. I stayed when it hurt, I stayed when it burned, calling pain being strong. I didn't know love shouldn't feel like proving I belong. You left the version of me that believed life stays, that thought forever was more than words people say. You left me softer, breaking alone, with scars I don't know how to hide. I survived you leaving, but you left the version of me that tried. One day I'll love without flinching, without asking to be chosen. But right now I'm learning how to grieve the girl you left broken. Not just missing you, but who I was with you. You left the version of me that trusted too deep, that gave you my heart to hold while I sleep. I'm still here, still standing somehow, still learning how to survive. I survived you leaving, but you left the version of me that tried. If you ever wonder who I became, I'm the aftermath of your goodbye. You didn't raise your voice that night, no tears falling on the floor. You folded your words like old clothes and left them by the door. Said it's not you, I just can't stay. Like that would soften the blow. You hugged me like a stranger, that's how I knew you were letting go. No fight left in your eyes, no reason left to try. You made leaving look easy, while I forgot how to survive. It was the way you let me go, so calm, so clean, so sure, like love was just a chapter you'd already outgrown. No shattered glass, no burning truth, just silence after you. I didn't break when coffee stayed warm on the table. Mine went cold in my hands. You talked about the future like I wasn't in the plan. You said, I hope you'll be okay. With a smile you didn't mean, I watched you turn into a memory, standing right in front of me. I kept waiting for regret, for a crack in your goodbye, but you closed the door so gently, it felt like a lie. It was the way you let me go, like you'd already healed, like my heart was just a lesson you didn't have to feel. No wreckage left, no last excuse, just me still choosing you. I didn't break when you walked away, I broke in the way you let me go. If love's a storm, you found dry ground while I was still in the rain. You handed me your distance and called it mercy, not pain. I would have fought through the fire, I would have stayed in the cold, but you were already halfway gone before you let me know. Soft maybe, the cruelest goodbye is the one that's kind. When someone stops loving you but leaves peace behind. It was the way you let me go, no anger, no regret, like I was something you loved once but could easily forget. If you'd slam the door, I'd understand. If you'd hurt me, I could heal, but you let me go so gently. It's the deepest thing I feel. Now I trace your absence in everything I do. I'm still learning how to stay in a world without you. We used to talk till morning light about nothing, about our lives. Now the room knows all our words, but we don't say them anymore. Your phone lights up, you turn away. I memorize the things you don't say. We're lying side by side at night, like strangers learning how to lie. We said we'd be okay somehow, but somehow never showed up. We didn't survive the silence, the space between your breath and mine, where love should have been the loudest. We let the quiet decide. I waited for you to fight for us. You waited for the pain to hide. We didn't survive the silence. We just slowly said goodbye. I asked if you were still in love. You said I don't know The quiet drowned everything we couldn't say, everything we pushed away. We didn't survive the silence, no villains, just a lack of sound. Two hearts hoping the other would be the one to break it down. I still wonder if we spoke, would we be alive inside? We didn't survive the silence, we just slowly said goodbye. If love ends without a fight, it still hurts just the same. We didn't survive the silence, but I'll always hear your name. We stopped talking late at night, started sleeping on our sides. Your I love you sounded thin, like a habit wearing in. And I felt you drifting day by day, but I didn't know how to make you stay. We laughed, but something wasn't right. The silence grew between the lines. I held on tight, you loosened grip. We were already letting slip, lost each other slowly. No crash, no goodbye scene, just little pieces breaking off of what we used to be. You left before you walked away. I stayed too long, I know. We didn't end all at once. Now I'm learning how to breathe without the us I used to need. We didn't fall apart suddenly. We lost each other slowly. We didn't fall, we crashed head first into forever. Said all the right words too fast, thought we'd always hold it together. We loved like time was endless, like pain was never part. Now every memory cuts so deep it left bruises on my heart. We mistook the fire for safety, thought scars meant something real, but love shouldn't feel like bleeding just to prove what we feel. We loved until it hurt, until the kisses broke us down, until stay turned into silence and forever let us down. We held on past the warning signs, past the truth we couldn't face. We loved until it hurt and lost ourselves in the flames. We fought like we were afraid of who we'd be alone, so we stayed inside the chaos, called the damage home. I kept giving second chances, you kept pulling away. We were breaking piece by piece, but neither one would say. I thought love meant surviving every storm that came through, but love shouldn't feel like losing every part of you. We loved until it hurt, until the tears felt normal, until apologies were empty and the nights got cold and formal. We confused pain for passion and blame for honesty. We loved until it hurt and forgot how love should be. Love is meant to save us, not tear us apart. Then we crossed that line together with the best of our hearts. I don't regret the way I loved, I regret we didn't stop before loving each other meant losing what we had. We loved until it hurt, until letting go felt kind, until goodbye became mercy instead of leaving us behind. I'll carry what we were, but I'll set myself free. We loved until it hurt. Now I'm learning how to heal me. Some loves don't end in hatred, just in lessons learned. We loved until it hurt, until the love itself got burned. I saw you smile in a picture, like nothing ever went wrong. You look lighter without my name, like I was holding you down all alone. I learned to live with the silence. You learned to laugh again. Somewhere between you're moving on. You forgot where I had been. I thought love leaves a shadow, thought it lingers in the air. But you walked away so clean, like I was never there. You forgot to miss me, forgot how we used to be. I'm still finding pieces of us in places you don't see. You forgot the late night talking, forgot the way you knew me. You forgot to miss me, but I remember everything. I still hear you in the quiet, in the way the door still creaks. I keep saving words for you. You don't ask, you don't need. They say time heals the heartache, but time just drew a line. You crossed it without looking back. I stayed on the other side. I thought I'd fade from your memory, the way you faded from my arms. But some loves don't disappear, they just learn to live with scars. You forgot to miss me, forgot the love we made. I replay all the almost, you let them drift away. You forgot the little things, the reasons you once chose me. You forgot to miss me, but I remember everything. If missing me was painful, I'd understand the choice. But it hurts to know I matter so little to your voice. I don't need you to come back or say you were wrong. I just wish my absence was something you felt when I was gone. You forgot to miss me, like forgetting comes that easy. I still feel you in my bones, in ways you'll never need me. One day I'll forget you too, or maybe just the pain. But tonight I'm still here missing you, while you forgot my name. I hope you're happy truly, I hope your life feels free. You forgot to miss me, but missing you remembered me. Packed your things in quiet ways, left no reason, just the days. I stood there trying to be strong while you were already gone. You said you needed time to heal, like love was something you could steal. I watched you close the door so slow, still loving you, still didn't know. You walked away like I'd be fine, like hearts don't break with time. You left me loving you with nothing left to do but hold the pieces of a life that still beats just for you. You got your peace, I got the truth, that loving me wasn't enough for stay. I didn't know you'd walk away. You left me loving you, still saying us in past tense too. I'm learning how to let you go, but my heart doesn't listen, no. You found yourself, I lost my truth, still waking up, missing you. You left me loving you. If love's a choice, why didn't you choose to fight for me like I fought for you? I'd take the pain if it meant we tried, but you just let us die. I don't hate you, that's the worst part. I still protect you with my heart. You left me loving you, with every memory still true. I'll heal someday, I know it's right, but not tonight, not tonight. You took the future we once drew and left me living in the blue. You left me loving you. You let me go so easily, but I'm still here, loving you. You didn't take the pictures, left them hanging on the wall. Smiles frozen in a moment before we started to fall. Your jacket still by the doorway, like you're coming back tonight. But I've learned hope is fragile when it's built on goodbye. You packed your future lightly, left my heart where to lay. You walked out of my life, but you stayed in yesterday. You left me remembering everything we used to be, every laugh, every promise that still lives inside of me. You moved on so easily, like love was just a phase. You didn't leave me lonely. You left me remembering. I hear your voice in silence when the night gets too long. Every place we ever loved feels like something's wrong. I try to make new moments, but the past won't let me through. Every road I'm walking now still leads me back to you. I would have learned to let you go if love had taught me how, but it only taught me how to miss you now. You left me remembering the weight of your goodbye, all the things we never said that still won't let me cry. You found peace in leaving, I'm stuck I just wish you knew it's hard to move forward when my heart lives in you. You left me remembering who I was when I believed in forever in your arms, in the life we couldn't keep. I learned to live with absence and the echoes of your name. You didn't just walk away. You left me remembering. Maybe one day the memories won't hurt this much, but tonight